Y'all listen, when it comes to Claressa, I'm starting to get a little soft spot for her. I really am. I really feel sorry for her.
Claressa Shields thinks she won a husband. Girl, she won a lawsuit that hasn't been filed yet. Put the phone down for 2 seconds, because Remy Ma has been sitting on a piece of paperwork this whole time that changes literally everything you think you know about this story. And once I tell you what it is, you are never looking at this love triangle the same way again. Welcome back to Celeb Spill, the show where we don't just serve tea, we serve the whole pot, the kettle, and the receipts underneath it. If you're new, hi, sit down, get comfortable. You picked a good day to show up. Today, we're breaking down the entire Claressa Shields, Papoose, Remy Ma situation. And I need you to know something up front. Everybody else who covered this missed the actual plot. Not got a detail wrong, missed the plot completely. So let's fix that right now. Here's the version everyone's been repeating for months. Claressa Shields was calling Papoose my man everywhere, not privately, not quietly, no, full public rollout. Interviews, live streams, matching outfits, the whole marketing plan, like she was launching him as a product. And I get it. When you think you've won, you want witnesses. She walked around like the trophy already had her name engraved on it. Meanwhile, the internet's watching like it's a live reality finale, because let's be honest, it basically was. And it wasn't just the posts, it was the tone, the confidence, the watch me energy, the way she casually dropped hints like she had a whole vault of receipts locked and loaded, ready to deploy the second anyone doubted her. That's the kind of energy that either means you're completely secure or you're desperately trying to convince yourself of something that isn't quite true yet. There's a clip that shows exactly how deep she was in that "don't test me, I have proof" energy, and it's the moment that basically kicked off this entire saga.
So I don't know whose team you think I'm on, but I'm on your team. And like I said, Papoose and Remy spent time together on Christmas. I got pictures of them together. I ain't even dropped those.
That right there, that's the confidence. Pictures, receipts. I ain't even dropped those yet. Girl thought she was bulletproof. But here's the question nobody was asking out loud at the time. If she really won, if this was really her happy ending, why was she spending Christmas completely by herself? Let's talk about that Louis Vuitton receipt, because it's genuinely the first crack in this whole story. Claressa allegedly dropped around $30,000 in an LV store on Christmas Day, alone, not with family, not with him, just her, a card that clearly wasn't struggling, and a very expensive kind of silence. There's a clip that sums up this exact moment almost too well, and it's a little brutal, honestly. That's the whole story in one sentence, isn't it?
So I felt sorry for Claressa when she was in there blowing a bag, $30,000, and then she had to take the bag to Papoose.
Now, the original take on this was, wow, he spoils her. Look how obsessed he is. But new information suggests she might have been buying her own gifts and presenting them online as his, which, I'm sorry, that's not romance. That's an unpaid marketing internship. She wasn't celebrating a relationship at that point. She was performing one alone in a designer store for an audience that had already stopped watching, swiping their phones onto the next piece of drama. And that's exactly when the real twist walks in, wearing much better shoes than either of them. This is the part nobody else covering this story is talking about, and it changes everything once you actually hear it. Reports say Papoose told people he was divorcing Remy Ma. Past tense, like it was already done, already signed, already filed away, except, plot twist, Remy withdrew the divorce filing herself on purpose. Not a lawyer's mistake, not a paperwork mix-up. On purpose. Stay with me here, because this is where it gets genuinely spicy. There's a clip of someone breaking down exactly why Remy might be doing this, and it is not the reason you're currently thinking.
LV store on Christmas because she couldn't attend the family gatherings, even though she says she's family. And she says that Papoose is divorcing Remy, even though the last time I saw, I don't know if things are being done, is that Remy withdrew from that divorce. I don't think she's finna give Claressa the satisfaction. I wouldn't. I'm gonna be honest with you. Listen, let me and Shaq separate. That's all it's gonna be, is a separation, because I'm not divorcing him. I'm not signing the papers. Every holiday, I'm I'm gonna make it real hard for the new one just because I can be petty. And I may not like him either, so I'm gonna be real petty and make his life miserable too.
Let that sit with you for a second, because it's a lot to process. Remy is not holding on to this marriage because she's heartbroken. She is holding on to the actual legal paperwork because she is being strategically, gloriously petty. And honestly, that's iconic behavior. She said, loosely paraphrasing, that she's going to make it real hard for the new one every single holiday forever on purpose. She's not trying to save her marriage out of sentiment. She's making sure Claressa never ever gets the title she was so publicly desperate for. That's not heartbreak, sweetie. That's a hostage negotiation. And Claressa is the hostage who doesn't even realize she's being held. She thinks she's living in a fairy tale ending. She's actually living inside somebody else's revenge plot, and the credits haven't rolled yet. Now, here's my favorite part of this entire saga, because right after that reveal, the tone flips into pure, unfiltered comedy. There's a follow-up clip that might genuinely be one of the funniest, most savage moments in this whole situation.
Tell me, I'm telling you, I would just be petty. And that's what Remy is doing right now to Claressa. Remy, don't divorce him. Don't. Free Claressa. Please free her. She's actually doing you a favor, Claressa. Seriously, you can have any man that you want out here. The only reason I'm holding my phone is because I'm looking at your comments.
Remy, don't divorce him. Don't free Claressa. Please free her. As if Claressa is being held hostage in a situation she willingly, enthusiastically walked into. As if Remy saying, you can have him, is a favor and not a savage insult wrapped in a bow. That right there is not a woman who lost. That's a woman who's genuinely bored of winning. So let's just say it plainly, no sugarcoating whatsoever. Claressa didn't take somebody as husband. She took a temp job with zero severance, zero benefits, and absolutely zero health insurance. Now let's talk about the imitation angle, because this is where it stops being funny and gets a little sad, honestly. Outfits, poses, travel locations. Even her photo poses started mirroring Remy Ma so closely that fans were pulling up side-by-side comparisons in the comments. Timestamps and all. Bracelets, sunglasses, the exact same angle and almost the exact same location. It stopped looking like coincidence pretty fast. And then came the tattoo talk, allegedly getting his name permanently inked while he was still legally on paper tied to somebody else entirely. Remember that receipts clip from earlier? There's actually a second, almost word-for-word version of it that shows up again later in the same video. Nearly the exact same energy, nearly the exact same claims, which honestly tells you a lot about how much this proof was being recycled for content rather than delivering any actual new clarity. Here's the gut punchline I need you to sit with. You cannot cosplay as a wife when the actual wife controls all the paperwork. You can wear the jewelry, copy every pose, even get the matching tattoo at midnight. But you cannot forge a marriage certificate out of vibes. And through all of this, Remy Ma said absolutely nothing. Not one subtweet, not one shady caption, nothing. She was photographed quietly with her family, ring still on, still living under the same roof, looking annoyingly at peace, while Claressa's captions kept getting longer, her tone kept getting shakier, and her live stream started sounding less like victory laps and more like therapy sessions with a live audience watching in real time, missed calls that used to get answered instantly. Canceled plans that kept getting pushed with vague excuses. A man suddenly mysteriously hard to reach at exactly the wrong moments, the moments that mattered most. If you've ever watched someone slowly realize in real time that they were never actually the one who was chosen, that's precisely the energy we're working with here. So here's my actual theory, and it's the part nobody else is saying out loud yet. Remy Ma didn't stay silent this whole time because she was too devastated to speak. She stayed silent because she was already winning and simply didn't need a microphone to prove that to anyone. Withdrawing that divorce filing was never about love or hope for reconciliation. It was about control. Plain and simple. As long as those papers stay unsigned, Claressa can never be anything more than a very expensive, very public rumor. Claressa thought she was in a love triangle. Baby, she was in a full legal chess match. She didn't even realize she was a piece on the board the entire time. She's still sitting at a table that was genuinely never set for her in the first place, waiting for a seat that was never coming. That's the tea for today, loves. Drop a fa if you think Remy's playing 4D chess. Drop if you think Claressa needs a lawyer and a therapist immediately. Follow Celeb Spill so you don't miss the next one.